started. 2 days later, Speed was live streaming from home and LA Knight walked in through the front door. Speed panicked, but he apologized and he explained that it was all an accident and he wanted no part to do in any of this. LA Knight listened, nodded, and even extended his hand for a handshake. When Speed tried to grab it, LA Knight threw him into his streaming setup and the whole stream ended. And when the stream returned, Speed was on camera, in tears and with blood at the corner of his mouth. And he was later shown that same night at a separate stream with a bandage over his head and a sling over his arm. All this because he went to watch Logan Paul as a fan. Speed's next visit to Raw brought him face to face with Danhausen, a man whose WWE career revolves around placing curses on WWE superstars. He wanted Speed's streaming password to rebrand Speed's channel to IShowSpeed Housing, and IShowSpeed declined, and Danhausen placed a curse on Speed, and from that moment going forward, things never went right again for Speed. Guys, if no be wahala, why does Speed keep returning to WWE? Back on Raw in Houston, Logan Paul shoved Speed into LA Knight, costing him his title match, and LA Knight had had enough. He called for a 6-man tag team match, himself and the Usos versus Speed and Division, and WWE General Manager Adam Pearce made it official. They were all going to WrestleMania and there was no turning back. At WrestleMania 42 in Allegiant Stadium, with 70,000 people in attendance and millions watching worldwide, Speed walked out with Logan Paul and Austin Theory into one of the loudest atmospheres in sports entertainment history, and the match started. The Usos immediately cleared Division, leaving Speed and LA Knight one-on-one, and honestly, Speed delivered. He hit LA Knight with a backflip and even slammed the WWE Superstar. His athleticism was unbelievable, but Division lost. And in the aftermath, Logan Paul, the guy who started all of this, turned on Speed, and he punched him and laid him flat out on the commentary table. But LA Knight and the Usos stepped in to help Speed, and Speed climbed to the top rope and hit Logan Paul with a frog splash. The whole arena went crazy. How does Speed keep finding himself in this type of situations, guys? From a prime bottle costume at WrestleMania 40 to hitting Logan Paul with a frog splash at WrestleMania 42. But in the end, he delivered one of the most memorable moments on the grandest stage of them all. Because that's what Speed does. Chaos follows him everywhere. And for some reason, he always ends up coming out on the other side.